Punky, and Punky is a 5-year-old California sea lion, and she does have a very special talent. She has a beautiful singing voice. Very nice, Punky. Make sure you guys look out for her on the next season of American Idol. That was wonderful. Now, right there in the middle, we have one of the newest and youngest members of our family. This is little Avocado. Ava came to us when she was about a year old as a victim of not only one, but 2 shark attacks out there in the wild. Now, Xana's going to bring her down, and if you guys take a close look at the left side of her body, you will notice that she does have a scar there. It's about 1 foot in length, and it is in the shape of a shark bite. Now, it's healing very nicely. The hair has grown back, and you can almost not even see it anymore. After that second shark attack, she did hop on a boat of a fisherman. He was able to net her, and she did go to a rehab center out in California. She was nursed back to health and deemed non-releasable and sent to us for her forever home. So everybody say hi, Ava. Hi. Last but certainly not least, we have one of the sweetest sea lions around. This is Lily. Lily is 5 years old, just like Punky, and she came to us when she was just a few weeks old from, unfortunately, a mother abandonment issue. Now, we're not sure why her mother decided she could no longer care for her. It could have possibly been due to illness or injury. We're not sure. She did go to a rehab center. She was immediately put on a bottle and sent to us for her forever home. Now, because she was raised on a bottle by people, she was deemed non-releasable immediately, because at that point, these animals start to look at people as a food source, and that can be very, very dangerous for them out there in the wild. Now, like I said, she is 5, she'll be 6 in June, and she was raised on a bottle by this pretty lady right here on the stage you see with her today. Very nice, Lily. Now, like I said, they're all beach stranded for some reason or another, possible illness, injury, or maybe they even became victims of pollution. Lily, can you tell everybody out there just what you think about pollution? That's right, she's thinking pretty hard. We don't like it? No, we don't like it one bit. Pollution is very, very bad for marine mammals and all animals in general, but they often come into contact with things like soda bottles, plastic straws, plastic bags, all kinds of stuff that we leave behind. Now, sea lions, they love to play with this stuff, but sometimes they do make a big mistake and they actually eat it. Lily, what happens if you eat plastic? That's right, guys, poor Lily, and her friends are so sad. But we're just messing around, guys. Lily's a great actress, but pollution is no joke. And luckily, Punky is very smart, and she knows exactly what to do with things like plastic bottles when she finds them in her very own pool. Now she's going to come on out here, and she's going to put it where she wants all of you guys to put your plastic bottles at home. Where does it go? Right there in that recycling bin. Very nice job. Now, pollution and recycling, that's a very serious issue, but we're going to lighten the mood a little bit. Does anybody out here like magic? A couple of you? Well, you all are in luck, because we have a magician right here on stage with us today. You see, Punky is a master. She can make her entire head disappear. She has her lovely assistant, Xana, but she also has her apprentice, little Avocado. So I want you all to pay very close attention as Punky makes her entire head disappear. Are you ready? And 1, 2, 3. Yeah, totally gone. Very nice job. Oh, come on, that's pretty funny, guys. Let's make some noise for them. We're just messing around. Clearly, we're not magicians. We are sea lions and sea lion trainers, and I bet when you all came to this show, you were expecting to see one of them balance a ball. Am I right? Some of you? Now, when we think sea lions, we do see it on the internet all the time. We think ball balances because that's what we see them do. But there's actually a very important reason that we train things like these ball balances. And while Punky's going to come on down, she is still learning this behavior. I want you all to pay very close attention at what body part she's using to keep that ball all the way up there. I'll give you a little hint, though. It's not her nose, but it's very, very close.
You shake my nerve, then you rattle my brain. You got your love, drive a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill.
What was that? Whiskers! Have you seen this show before? That's right, guys. She's using those long, beautiful whiskers right there on the front of her face. Eventually, she will be able to balance that ball all by herself without any help from Xana, but it is a learning process. But she is using those whiskers. And whiskers are a very important body part for sea lions. You see, out there in the wild, they use those whiskers to find fish when the water is dark and murky and they can't see very well. Each one of them they use just like a little finger. They all have nerve endings and they can actually feel the vibrations of fish out there in the water, so they know exactly where they're located so they can catch their dinner. But under human care, they don't have to find their food anymore. It's handed directly to them. But we still want to encourage those natural behaviors, so we teach things like ball balances and ring toss, so they have to continue using those whiskers to lift up and fill that basketball. But they do use them for other things like greeting other sea lions and even giving those salty sea lion kisses. Very nice job. You'll see when Zayna leans in for a kiss, they lift those whiskers up so they can feel exactly what they're touching. Are you ready, Alva? You gonna give her a kiss? Just like that. And how about one from Lily all the way down there on the end? Beautiful. Now, this job looks like a ton of fun, guys, but I'll be honest, sometimes it's very, very dirty and gross, so we always keep that towel on hand to wipe off any of those fish guts that may get on our faces from those salty sea lion kisses, and also our hands because they get very, very fishy. Now, Lily here, like I said, she is very, very spoiled. And before we play ring toss, because we don't want to get the rings dirty, she has to have her flippers wiped off as well. So, here we go. All right, there's one. Number 2. Excuse me. You forgot those. No? Now we are going to play ring toss, guys, but there's one problem. These ladies can't count, and that means we're going to need all of your help. So do you all think you can help me count along as the girls catch their rings? Yeah? All right, because the louder you guys get, the harder we're going to make them. So number 3. Make this last one extra hard. Number 4. Good catch. And last one for little Ava. Try that again. Number 5. Very nice job, ladies. Now, one of the most amazing aspects of this job is how well we actually get to know these animals on an individual basis. Zane and I actually live on grounds at our home facility in Sarasota, and we spend 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with them. So we get to know their personalities very, very well, and we can tell what kind of moods they're in just based on their behavior. And we just played one of their favorite games, and it looks like they're having a great time, but these girls are actually a little bit upset. They had their feelings hurt earlier because an audience member actually came up here and they asked when they could take a picture with one of our seals. Oh, that's right. They're not seals, they are sea lions, and they're actually 2 entirely different animals. And I think it's very, very important that we pass the message along, and these ladies are going to help me point out a few key differences between the 2. Now, one of the first differences is going to be the ears. You see, seals don't have an external ear structure, but sea lions have these adorable little ear flaps right there on there. They're showing them off right there on the sides of their heads, almost like little Shrek ears. So if it has that external ear, it's most likely a sea lion. The next difference is going to be the front flippers. Seals have very short, weak front flippers, about the size of your hand. But sea lions have very large, powerful ones, and they can show them off with a nice big wave. You guys can wave back, they do see you. But these front flippers are actually so strong that our girls can use them to hoist their entire bodies into beautiful handstands. But the biggest difference between a seal and a sea lion, that's going to be something called a rotating hip bone. Now what this means is when a sea lion walks, they walk using all 4 flippers. Now, has anybody out there ever seen a seal move on land? No? Well, you're in luck because Ava has an excellent seal impression. Show them how the seals move. That's right. Seals have to scoot on their bellies. But luckily we do have sea lions here, and if they can walk on land, they sure can do a little dance. All right, Lily, take it away. Keep it going, Lils. Now let's show everybody just how strong you are. Very nice job, Lily. How about a big round of applause for her? Oh, she also likes to go out and shake that little booty. Very nice, Lily. But we're not done yet. You see, Punky, she's got some dance moves as well, and she moves a little bit different. Are you ready, Punks?
I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Good job, Punks. How about some break dancing?
Move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Very nice job.
Original master on your case, man.
Now, are you ready, Lily? Off you go. Very nice job, Lily. Punky's gonna show this off with a backflip. That was a good one, Punks. Very nice job. 170 pounds. All the way up. Very nice. Now she's got the muscle. We're still working on that balance, so we're going to show it off one more time. Good girl, Lily. Very nice job. Now, we are having a great time with you here tonight. I'm really glad the rain held off. You all have been an excellent crowd. But on Now, do you think our ladies did a good job up here today? Well, that means but don't leave just yet, guys, because the real fun is about to begin.